Hi, I am Abhijit. Welcome to the show. This podcast is my way of bringing Odisha to the world, a beautiful, underrated state of India that deserves far more attention than it gets. Whether you grew up in Odisha or you are hearing about Odisha for the first time, you are in the right place. There is so much here to discover, and I promise it will be worth your time. Together, we will explore the moment and stories that carry Odisha's spirit, story of its heroes, its tradition, and the quiet wisdom carried through centuries. These stories open a door to something bigger. They make us reflect on who we are, what we stand for, and what we want to carry forward. So, settle in and let's journey into the heart of Odisha, one story at a time. Today's story isn't about a person, it's about a place that quietly speaks of an advanced past and how easily time can blur our understanding of who we are. To understand this story, we have to look at the map of Eastern India. Today we call this region Odisha, and its capital is the bustling city of Bhubaneswar. But if you travel back in time about 2300 years ago, this land was known as Kalinga. Kalinga wasn't just a kingdom, it was a maritime superpower. It controlled trade routes across the ocean. It was so fierce and independent that Emperor Asoka, one of the most powerful rulers in world history, waged a bloody war just to conquer it. Now imagine standing on the outskirts of modern Bhubaneswar, beneath the feet of farmers and under the foundations of new apartment buildings lies a secret. This is Sisupalgarh. Scholars believe this was likely the capital of the ancient Kalinga Empire. It is a fortified city that dates back to 3rd century BC, making it roughly the same as or arguably older than the Colosseum in Rome. But while Rome is protected and celebrated, Sisupal is disappearing. Let's visualize what this place actually was. This wasn't a village of mud huts. This was a sophisticated, smart city 2000 years before the term existed. Sisupalgarh was a square fortress. It was designed with a brilliant grid system. It had massive gateways made of laterite stone that are still standing today, tall enough for elephants and armies to pass through. It housed perhaps 20,000 to 25,000 people, a massive population for that era. While much of the ancient world was still figuring out urban living, the people of Sisupalgarh had already mastered drainage, defense, and architecture. They were artists, warriors, and traders. This site is special because it rewrites history. It proves that urbanization in India didn't just happen in the north or west. Here on the east coast, our ancestors built a metropolis that survived for 1000 years. Think about that, 1000 years of stability. But here is the heartbreak. Despite being a protected monument, Sisupalgarh is being eaten alive. Because the land is a valuable real estate, modern developers are encroaching on it. Pillars that stood for 20 centuries are being chipped away to make room for duplexes. The moat, which once defended the city, is being filled with garbage. We are literally paving our own grandeur. We are trading 1,000 years of history for a few years of convenience. Today, if you visit, you will see a few stone pillars rising out of the tall grasses, looking like lonely ghosts. Archaeologists have begged for its protection. They say Sisupalgarh is the Pompeii of the East, but unlike Pompeii, which was destroyed by a volcano, Sisupalgarh is being destroyed by apathy, by our lack of care. If this continues, in 10 years, the city that defined Emperor Asoka will be gone. Not defeated by a sword, but erased by concrete. So, why does this matter to us right now, right? Think about modern corporate world or even how we treat our environment. We live in a culture of quarterly results. We want immediate profit now. We want the quick win. Ignoring Sisupalgarh is the ultimate example of this short-term thinking. It's like a person inheriting a priceless, ancient library from their grandparents and deciding to burn the books just to warm up the houses for one night. You get the hit for an hour, sure, but you have destroyed wisdom that took centuries to build. The lesson Shishupal teaches us is stewardship. We are not just owners of the present, we are trustee of the past. True integrity means protecting things that cannot speak for themselves, whether it is your culture, your family's history, or nature itself. Once you pave over it, you can never get it back. Whether Odisha is new to you or a part of your roots, I greatly appreciate that you chose to listen with me today. There is a whole world of culture, value, and tradition waiting ahead, and I am looking forward to explore it with you. If you liked what you heard, please follow and rate the podcast so that others can discover it too. Take care, and I will meet you again in the next story.